Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Pranayama today. Let's start over a brick or over a bolster just to get some lift in the chest. The lower back's not feeling super good today. Might be nice to go over a low rise of folded blankets or a bolster rather than try and get yourself over the brick. If the neck's not so great today, it might be good for you to have a blanket on the other side of the brick just so you can rest the head and not have such an extreme curve coming through the chest. Alternatively, if there's space today, you could take the brick from its low to medium profile, go a little bit higher in the work, but just make sure that whatever you choose, it doesn't restrict the breath. So let's just do about 3 minutes down here. And just slowly open up all of the fibers of the lungs, the pockets of the alveoli. It's broaden here just with breath and with the shape of the body, the surface area of the lungs. It can help to take the arms overhead if there's a natural reach here. And that'll enable the side walls of the lungs to get a little stretch. If arms overhead isn't quite accessible this morning, arms out to the side. Arms out to the side gives you a little bit more focused opening on the front panel of the shoulders, which does get very tight in many people. See if you can press your feet a little bit into the floor and just kind of press the body towards the head end of the mat, keeping the weight of the body on the brick, but just sort of moving the skin, if you like. That's going to help draw the shoulder blades down the back. And just notice what you feel like doing with the legs. You can do our legs out long, feet to the floor, knees to the ceiling, easy cross, Baddha Konasana. The beauty of the Baddha Konasana is it enables the belly to form a very obvious bowl. We can start to work breath into that space. So feel the breath as it moves belly around the waist to the kidneys. And inhale. And feel that even though you fill the breath to the top, to the throat, to the collarbones, there's still this like couple of counts of expansion that happens in the chest around the mid latitudes. And just let the exhalation be relaxed. Let it be effortless as the belly drops back towards the spine. So breathing, particularly towards the kidneys and the lower back, deliberately with intention, with purpose. It really helps dampen the nervous system, acts as a natural sedative, helps rebalance and reset the nervous system, helps bathe it in oxygen and fluid and energy. If the arms are raised, Just lower them down. Let's get the hands to the sides of the body. You can use your hands to assist your legs to come back up to soles of the feet to the floor and knees to the ceiling. And lift your chin to your chest and just gently lengthen the neck there. Then use your hands to just press you the rest of the way up. And let's come through to kneeling position. So from your kneeling position, you can sit on a brick if need be, or you can just sit straight down. Another way to do it is to get a blanket between the heels and the buttock. Just take the left hand down to the floor. With your right hand, hold your right knee and just draw the right knee towards you, just so that you get a stretch through the top of the right foot. That's what we're looking for, just top of the right foot. Then let it go and then just switch it out to the other side and just slowly draw the left knee up. Use the left hand. We want to just feel that top of foot. It's a place we don't often stretch. And let's just move a little bit side to side here and just catching left and right, left and right. See if you can angle the foot a little so that you spread it across to the big toe, to the little toe, just so you really are catching that whole top of foot. And then if you want to try it, you can do both knees. Press the fingers or hands down and just draw the knees towards you a couple of times. Again, just keep working with singles or start moving towards doubles. Let's do it. One more. One release. And then take the buttock over to the left and bring the left shin bone parallel to the top of the mat with the right foot folded in by the outer right hip. So it's a Bharadvajasan variation here. Lift the hips, sink the right hip down, and then the left. So you kind of clamp in and around that right hip in such a way that the hips have an opportunity to level a little bit. Interlace the hands and bring them behind the back of the neck. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, go right on down to the right. So drop the right elbow towards the right foot. Come up using the left obliques. And then anchor the right sitting bone down and twist to the left. Inhale, come back to the center. So that's the movement. It's down to the right, and that opens up the left chain or left lateral chain. Then anchor that right sitting bone, twisting to the left, and you get this opening across the diaphragm. Inhale, coming back. But let's move with this. So you can speed it up if that's how you feel you'd like to go this morning, or if you just want to kind of loosen it and unpack it, go a bit more slowly. Be a bit more mindful about what's happening with the sitting bones. All right, we'll do 2 holds. First hold is the side bend. Right hand down to the floor. Next time you're side bending to the right. Turn the head. Look up along that left elbow. Really open it up. Okay, relax the right knee, left knee, so it feels as if the whole left side's opening. Now can we extend the left arm upwards to the ceiling? Turn the chest a little more by bringing the right ribs under. Deep breaths, really reaching away from the left outer edge of the hip up to the left tall finger. Good. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, twist to the left. Take it round. Now here, if possible, right hand, left knee. Left hand behind you with the thumb in line with the sacrum. Turn the head to the right. So de-rotate the head in the pose and take the right ear back. So you deeply open the chest. See if you can breathe, kind of level with the diaphragm or the base of the ribs here. Good, and inhale, release. Use your hands behind you. Bring the legs through to a little tiny boat pose. See if you can't lift the feet off the floor just a little bit. Lift the chest. And let's take it through opposite side. So bring the right shin bone now parallel to the front of the mat and the left heel tucked behind you to the left. Use your hands to lift the hips, clamp left hip down, then the right. So again, just trying to get that level across the base of the hips as best we can. Bring the hands up, interlace them to the back of the neck, exactly the same set. So down to the left now. So here's your right lateral body. Inhale, come up, use those right obliques. Anchor the left sitting bone down, twist to the right. Inhale, coming back. So let's move with this. So again, just feel out the pace that seems right for today. I think the rain just got heavier. Good news, the rain just got heavier. You might find that this right side bend is your tight side. All right, let's hold it down. So we're going side bending to the left, just as you get there, and drop that left hand down. So here there needs to be this feeling from the outer right hip all the way up through to the tip of the right elbow. Turn the head if you can. Look towards that elbow tip. Round out the outer right hip to the ground. Let's open up this back. Okay, straighten the right arm. See if you can't keep drawing that right shoulder blade down. Bring your fingers alive and awake here. Turning, turning. Breathing deeply into those fibers of muscle, ligament, and tendon as they gently unravel. Inhale, come up to the center. Nice work. Twist to the right now. So see how you go. Right thumb lines up with the sacrum, more or less. Left hand on the right knee turns the chest through. De-rotate the head. So you're looking over the left shoulder. Now there's a willow shape in the chest here. And by that, I mean, it's like a feeling of a back bend. So see if you can't almost allow the chest to fall back into that back bend shape. Lots of breath, filling up that diaphragm zone. Beautiful. Inhale. Come all the way back to the center. Unwrap the legs. Let's come through to a little tiny boat pose. Just enough to bring some charge into the lower belly. So don't overdo it. Cross the legs over and let's come through to lay on the belly. So just walk it through. If you need a blanket underneath the hips, if you're on a wooden floor or the mat's thin, let's get that prop in. We're going to bring the sole of the right foot to the inner left knee. So it's a little bit like a tree pose lying on your belly. Bring the palms of the hands beside the chest with the heel of the hand level with the base of the ribs. And press the hands down and forwards into the sticky mat so you feel the collarbones get wide. Okay, so hold that in the chest. Now in the lower body, sitting bones move down slightly towards the heels so you'll feel the buttocks firing up. And then gently inhale, lift the chest. Just use either no weight or just a little bit of weight through the hands. Exhale, lower down. Okay, keep the legs firm. Inhale, lift. Press the right foot into the left knee. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift and hold it here. If you've got strength in the lower back today, raise the left leg as well. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, swing to the right. Inhale, center, and then to the left. Inhale, center, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inhale, come back, lift it up. And exhale, hands down. Now keep the shape of the legs. Keep the hands where they are. Peel the chest up. Keep this right leg in place. Just swing the left leg back behind it and just slowly stretch back like a little extended, easy cross. But you've got a slight lean to the right. A few breaths. And then come all the way back to laying on the belly. Straighten the right leg. And bend up the left. Sole of the left foot to the inner right knee, hands down. So again, heels are in line with the base of the ribs. This means you can get that kind of opening through the upper arm. Okay, squeeze left foot to right knee, sitting bones down towards the backs of the knee. Legs are nice and firm. Inhale, lift the chest. Again, don't use the hands or just use them very lightly. Just that way we can focus on the muscles of the back rather than the arms. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Hold it there. Raise the right leg. If you feel like you've got some space or tone for that today, let the back muscles warm. Breathing in, breathing out to the left. Inhale, center, swing to the right. Inhale, center, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, back to the center and lift. And exhale, lower down. Keep the frame of the legs. Press down through the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. And then just lift the hips back. So it's a strange little all four with the left leg in place. Fold the right leg back in underneath you and sink the hips back. So again, you're in this sort of like an easy cross, a little bit of a lean to the left. Breathe it through. Come all the way back up. Lay yourself back down on the belly, straighten through both legs this time. Hands still in place beside the base of the ribs. Firm the legs strongly. And on inhalation, via soft palate, lift to upward dog. Press the hands down. Nice. Drop the knees. Turn the toes under. And then use the abdominal muscles to lift the body up to downward facing dog. Few deep breaths, rolling through the ankles, rolling through the backs of the knees, rolling through the hips, the shoulders, and the breath. Let's step the left foot closer to the right. Inhale, raise the right leg to the roof. And let's step it through nice and wide between the hands. We'll just start with a nice high lunge. So keep the rear heel lifted and inhale. Raise the arms up. Reach. Just nice and easy this morning. Turn the rear heel down, open the hips to the left, open the arms out into Virabhadrasana 2. It's nice and easy. Reverse that. Left hand down to the rear leg, right arm up and over. Straighten through the front right leg. Keep lifting that inner knee and take it into Trikonasana. So just your variation of that for today. Right hand on the brick, maybe. Deep, long breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back. Downward dog. Right foot steps in closer to the left. Inhale, swing the left leg nice and high. Exhale, step the left foot through between the hands. So starting with high lunge, slowly raise it up. So press down through the feet. Swing the arms upwards towards the ceiling. If you can feel the hips leveling to the front of the mat. Then turn the rear heel down, open the arms out to the sides, and then spiral the hips open to the long right edge of the mat. Warrior two. Reversing that, right hand down to the rear leg, left palm turns up to the roof and then sweeps backwards. Straighten through the left leg, hold the backward sweep, and then exhale, reverse it and bring it through into Trikonasana. Right arm up to the roof, left hand to the brick or to the floor. Deep, slow breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands down to the floor, stepping back. Downward dog. Now let's step the 1 foot forward towards the top of the mat, enough to get you a wide leg forward folding base, but still orientating you towards your viewing device. So whatever kind of leg works for you, we're setting it up. You can have a brick underneath your hands if you like. Half lift in the chest, look forward and up, inhale. And exhale, let's slowly drop it down to wherever you feel you're ready to work this morning. Now, we haven't really spent a great deal of time opening up into the hamstring. So this is kind of, the primary opener that we're using today. So don't be surprised if it's not the world's deepest forward fold. Easy does it. Can you let the head go, the back of the neck? You can be working with the arms straight, palms on the floor. You can be down on the forearms. You can bring the palms of the hands down to the mat and trying to swing the head gently through between the legs. See if you can lift the sitting bones upwards towards the roof and feel that release the side ribs and drop the body a little more. If the head's really close to the ground, walk the legs in a little so you've got somewhere to work into. Good. Inhale. Go right on ahead and walk the arms forward. Now step the left hand about one handspan forward. So just from underneath, from hands under the shoulders, half lift chest. Step the left hand about one handspan forward. We'll move that in a minute. Then swing the right hand through and under so that it grabs hold of the right leg anywhere. So it could be shin, could be ankle, could be around the knee. And then creep those left fingers forwards. Bring the left hand to fingertips. And see if you can't use the right hand to spin the chest through to the left. Good. Unravel, inhale. So switch it up. Right hand goes about one handspan forward. Left hand comes underneath, grabs the right leg somewhere, and then walk the right fingers forward and twist the body towards the right. Drop that right elbow a little. See if you can't get a little deeper in through there. Head relaxes. Unravel. Now, both hands forward like a wide leg downward dog. Drop the chest through, hammock pose. Nice. Lift the chest, walk the hands back. Let's come right on back to downward dog. So swivel the feet round towards wherever that top of mat is for you. Drop the knees to the floor. Just going to do one little back bend before, just to bring some tone into the back. So cross the ankles over behind you, bring the body down to the mat, hold the heels of the feet, and just gently press it up into the Setu Bandha bridge pose. So don't make this your highest bridge. See if instead you can work on integrity through the legs. You should always walk away from a back bend with having worked your legs more than your back, really, or your arms or shoulders. So press your feet down into the floor, gather your heels up towards your buttock. You can feel the buttock firing, you can feel the legs firing, but you can also feel the back muscles are switched on. Nice deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Knees to chest or happy baby, or even soles of the feet together, knees wide, and just pull the feet in towards you as you widen the knees out. So any one of those three options might just give you a nice broad back release. And when you're ready, let's come right on up to sitting and let's set ourselves up. So maybe a seat, something to elevate the buttock on. If you're feeling like you needed a wrap for the shoulders, it's probably starting to get a little cool in the mountains now. Always good, I think, too, especially on days when the energy is low, to have an option to lay on a bolster. If you start to feel like your body fatigues and you'd like to just switch it up. Close your eyes at your own time. And let's start traveling in. Let's start working with Ujjayi breath. So draw it thin over the back of the throat. Make that sound of the breath. And then hold it for a couple of counts. The top of the breath, let the chin drop down in that space. And then exhale the breath slowly, fully at your own time. And you want to feel the abdominal muscles contracting a little towards the end of the breath. And then you puff it out through the mouth. And see if you can sit for a couple of seconds with that pelvic floor lifting and abdominal muscles braced. And that's how we're working into that emptiness at the belly or base of the breath. So as we work with this morning, I want to start rounding our energies in towards the approaching equinox. We're very much moving towards the end of the growing cycle and the harvest period. And this beautiful balance of the light. So these are the final moments of creation, if you like, the final moments of the creative energies. And in many ways, they've peaked and are starting to soften. And it's like we turn this light corner at this time of the year. And so it's an important honoring for those that follow seasonal yoga. It's an important moment in the year because the energies are about to shift profoundly towards the yin cycles. So here, as we breathe, we're just gathering up the last of the work. So we're going to honor that journey down to the equinox with a practice of Nauli, but we're going to keep it quite gentle today. So exhale the breath fully. Puff it out. Feel that empty Nauli space. Then lower, middle, upper chest. Take the breath in. Just hold the breath for a moment. Let it be full to the collarbones. Squeeze your sitting bones slightly together. We're just going to do 20 rounds softly of Kaphlabhakti. Breathe it out, nice and slow. Lower, middle, upper chest, take it in. Raise the arms. Hold it. Lift it. Through the mouth, exhale. Puff it out as you come to sitting. Roll the belly right to left. Soften the belly, inhale. Exhale. Puff it out. Go straight into the next one. Lower, middle, upper, take it in. Just want you to really slow this down. Hold the breath a moment. Okay, Kaphlabhakti, slow, soft, 20. Puff it out. Inhale, raise the arms. So really fill the lungs to the base. Try and maximize your surface area and then exhale with a sense of letting everything go. Breathe out through the mouth, come forward. Puff it out. Hold it out. Roll the belly left to right. When you're ready, soft belly, inhale. Exhale. Okay, one more in the set. Puff it out. Lower, middle, upper, take it in. Just hold the breath full a moment. 2 locks. And then 20 rounds, nice and soft. Deep breath here, inhale, lower, middle, upper, raise the arms. Okay, we're going to shift it a little bit here. Exhale slowly, coming forward once again through the mouth. Puff it out. No breath. Stay low. You'll probably be able to stay a little longer, but when you're ready, just soften the belly, breathe in, come to sitting, and then just let natural breath return. Let yourself sink back. Feel the eyes retreat. Feel the ears retreat. Spaces between the thoughts. It's like the farmer looks out over the fields in the days before the harvest. This time of year is one in which we look back at the choices that we've made. We look back at the experiences that we had, the roads we walked, and the people that we walked them with. And there's a period of self-analysis, a period of reflection, examination, consideration of the person that we've become and the means through which we became that. We talk about it in the 5-element theory in terms of discernment, in terms of judgment. This is the season where we decide what will be harvested and what will be left fallow in the fields. We decide the parts of ourselves that will be continuing along the journey with us, and the experiences or the people or the circumstances that are ready to be left behind. We have to turn in to do this work, and it has to be done alone. And it takes courage and it takes grit at times. And it takes a whole lot of trust. Let's go another round. See if we can't bury in a little deeper. See if we can't extract and refine and sort. Exhale all the breath. Puff it out. Then lower, middle, upper chest, take in. And just hold the breath for a moment, 2 locks. Become steady, become still, be determined. Just soft, 20 rounds, Kaphlabhakti. Puff it out. Inhale deeply, raise the arms. Just preparing for that Nauli breath. I'm going to be churning right to left. Exhale, coming forward. Back up to sitting. Puff it out, right to left. Inhale. Exhale. Straight in, lower, middle, upper. Take the breath in. Hold it for a moment. Again, be determined. 20 rounds, Kaphlabhakti. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, forward fold as you release through the mouth. Puff it out. Left to right, refining, sifting, sorting. Soft belly, breathe in. Breathing out. Okay, last set. Inhale, lower, middle, upper. Take it in. Hold it in. 2 binds. 20 rounds, Kaphlabhakti. Puff it out. And then inhale, raise the arms. Hold the breath. So remember with this one, we're going to breathe out and stay low. Just work on the concave. When you're ready, exhale. Puff it out, create the concave, stay down. Soften the belly, come up to sitting at your own time, and then adjust natural breath. Let it be as it is. Oftentimes, beautiful light within us is usually the thing that makes us stick out like a sore thumb. Decades of conditioning, of education, work environments makes us stuff down that thing so that we can conform, blend in, and be accepted. But really, that beautiful thing, that thing that sets us apart from everybody else, that's the thing that every autumn tries to uncover, tries to dust off, tries to repolish, to remind you how unique, how individual, how special you are, just as you are. Just allow that process to happen as we try to wind back the conditioning that kept us small, beliefs, patterns of behavior, the things we told ourselves. The autumn season, the metal element, the equinox, it's all about mining deep inside ourselves for that gold. It's turning the light in. So visualize yourself in your internal landscape, whatever that might be. It might be a rocky terrain, it might be a river, it might be a mountain, it might be the coast. But it's a beautiful garden wherever it is. And picture yourself in this beautiful interior garden and just notice if it's well kept or if it's a little rundown. And inside this garden, there's a path that you could begin to follow as it takes you through the landscape. And then let that path lead you to a building, a structure of some kind. It might be grand, might be simple, might be made of wood or stone or materials that you're familiar with. It might be made of light. And just make your way towards the front doors of this building. And when you enter, find yourself in a large room or hall. And it is of your own creation. But at the center of it sits an altar. And on that altar sits the treasure that you are. So take a moment to pick it up. Maybe it's come through. It's a crystal. be open to the form that it takes. Might be an animal, might be a geometric shape, might be starlight. But let it appear to you in its symbolic form. And allow yourself time now to connect with it. To feel its texture, its weight, its viscosity. Perhaps it's a flower with a beautiful scent. This is the symbolism of your treasure, the treasure that you most need right now. And then very gently return it to its place. Make your way out